comic. This next gentleman is a very accomplished comic, not only in the field of stand-up, but in the field of improv as well, and also in video games. He is the voice of Jax in the most recent Mortal Kombat game. So you better applaud for him, otherwise you're going to get a fatality, all right? Put your hands together for Marz Timms!
One more time for your host, Margot. My goodness, this is Rockford. I got here a little early just so I could drive around and see Rockford. There's a lot of churches around here. You guys, Rockford's pretty religious?
No, it was.
It was, I found it odd, but then I saw the gas prices were really cheap and I was just like, maybe the prayer helps, you know? Maybe prayer helps with the... And then I get here and then there's Marco and I was like, there's churches, and then Marco looks like the devil, and I was like, wow, just hiding out in plain sight. I don't know, it's just odd. No, you look good, Marco. I'm sorry for the fingernails, it's the fingernails. And the Ghetto Boys references. I don't think this audience, Ghetto Boys fans here, huh? My mind's playing tricks on me? Yeah, come on everybody. Let's get a song of My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me going. Salty and I were laughing at the Cool Mo D reference over there as well. Excellent. Yeah, Rockford. It's, I had beefaroo. I went to a beefaroo. Yeah. Ordered the chicken. Delicious. It's delicious. I'm not a big beef fan, but I got the chicken at the beefaroo. I'm that asshole. That's right. How's it going, kid? Kid? There's another one lurking, right? You have a brother or something? Oh, he's behind mom? Is that your mom? How you guys doing? Good? Yeah? What's your name? Grant? Nice! Man, I thought my ears were going back. Grant, and who's the other one playing the iPad? Warren? Grant and Warren. You guys play video games? Yeah? Mortal Kombat? You guys Mortal Kombat fans? Yeah! Play with Jax next time you play. That's pretty awesome. I always, when I let people know that I do that voice in the video game, I get some guys are like, yeah, man, that's awesome. So, like when you play the game, do you play with yourself? Nah. But yeah. It doesn't work as a pickup line with women. Told this one girl, she's like, oh my God, you're so funny, I like your set. So, what? And I was like, yeah, I do the voice in video games. You play video games? Do I look like I play video games? Doesn't go so well with women. Not so well. Not so well. So, what else are we going to talk about up here? People just chewing the fat, kicking back in the coffee shop with all the healthy food. I dated a vegan once. And she said that she was a vegan because it was healthy. I think the bitch was lying. She was a vegan because she couldn't cook. That's the real thing. No, it's true. She could not cook. She tried to make me a manwich once, and I got food poisoning. That was the end of that. The real reason that we broke up, she got on this whole thing that toothpaste was bad for us, and that we should brush our teeth with flowers. Yes. So for a whole week, I was brushing my teeth with the tops of dandelions. That's how we were cleaning our teeth. At the end of the week, my friend was like, dude, your breath smells like you sucked a dandelion's dick. Go get some Colgate. Get this shit over with. I've had enough of it. I've had enough. Can't even look at you. I was like, dandelion? Whatever. Nah. Yep, that's a true story. That's how that shit works. It said there's no language restriction, so I can curse in front of the kids. Thank you. Thank you. How you guys doing over here? Good? Sweet. Cool. Dude with the tie-dye blanket. It's a cape? The tie-dye cape? You're like, don't go like jumping off a roof and shit. I just picture you like high as fuck. You are like, oh, nice. Dude, it's a cape. I'm gonna go up on the library in like 5 minutes and I'm gonna fly. Drugs are great. And they are, but they're dangerous. Trust me, my friend. You can wind up in some weird places if you're doing drugs. Weird places. You could wind up in an adult bookstore in downtown Chicago, in the back room with the videos, crawling on the floor underneath the stall in the porn shop with some guy you just met because the guy at the front desk tells you that there's a lawyer in that back booth giving guys blowjobs. Yeah. Female lawyer, just in case you guys, no, there's a female lawyer in the back giving blowjobs in the booth, and me and this dude, we like, I just went, hey dude, I just came in here for some nudie mags. He's like, nah, there's a lawyer back there. Come on, let's go. And it was just like, sure, she's a lawyer, so she's clean. That's what I was thinking, but that wasn't, she was cute. She was cute while you're all sitting there judging me. She was very cute for a woman in the back of an adult bookstore that's giving out BJ. She was gorgeous. Her nipples were like spires on the top of one of the 1,000 churches here in Rockford. They were beautiful. But you get back there and you knock on the door and the door opens and it's a huge black guy standing in there with her in like biker shorts. And you're like, dude, what year is this? What are you doing in biker shorts? And he's just like, hey, we're cool. Let us in the room. And he's just like, nope, dude, you can't come in. So that's when you make your way crawling underneath the booth. And then all of a sudden you have that moment of clarity that an alcoholic might have when he's drank so much and he's like puking his guts out and he's ready to dive in front of traffic, and you have that moment when you realize, oh my God, why is my shirt so wet and warm? And you're like, crap, because it's an adult bookstore, that's why. And then you crawl out and you get to the front and you're like, dude, I gotta get out of here. I just came in here for some decent pornography. And then you leave. That's why I don't do drugs. That is a long-winded message, but that's the message I'm giving you, sir. I don't know what the racial makeup here is in Rockford, but I drove through an area that seemed fairly diverse. It was by the Beefaroo on Alpine. I am from the west side of Chicago, which is, it's so bad, and the schools are so bad over there that the slogan for the schools on the west side of Chicago, the Chicago public schools, is, hey, Chicago public schools are like condoms because they haven't produced shit in over 30 years. That's how bad those schools are over there. So my parents moved us to like a few blocks away to this like predominantly all-white suburb. You might have been able to tell that I grew up in a predominantly all-white suburb because of my accent, enunciation. But yeah, we grew up there, and it was cool. It was cool growing up there because we learned a lot about different nationalities. We learned that different nationalities keep different things in the basement of their house. Yeah. We learned that if you're Irish, you're probably gonna have a bar in the basement of your house. That's what we learned. If you're German, you're probably gonna have like some antiques or collector's plates in the basement of your house. Learn that, and learn that watching a lot of Indiana Jones movies as well. We learned that if you're Mexican, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have other Mexicans in the basement of your house. Is what we learned growing up there. Yeah. I mean, the first time I did that joke, this Mexican guy got all upset at me. He was like, what about black people, huh? What do black people keep underground? What do black people keep underground? I was like, duh, the railroad. Why do you think we're late everywhere? Underground Railroad doesn't make stops everywhere. Underground Railroad, I need to get off at North Avenue. Next stop is Freedom. So, any tattoo people in there? Who's got tattoos by round of applause? Yeah, tattoo. I love tattoos. I have some tattoos myself. Tattoos are pretty awesome. Here's my thing about tattoos. I'm fine with getting tattoos wherever you want to get a tattoo, but I think the neck is kind of where you need to draw the line. You kind of need to know. That's like a nowhere zone for me as far as a tattoo. There's a good time and a bad time to have a neck tattoo, is what I think. The good time to have a neck tattoo is if you're dead and the police need to identify your body. Great time to have a neck tattoo. Hey, we're looking for James. Right there. There's James right there. Bad time to have a neck tattoo? Anytime you're alive. That's right. I was on the subway in New York, and on the subway, there's a guy sitting next to me. And on his neck, he has the words, Dick God, tattooed on his neck. Yes! D-I-C-K-G-O-D tattooed on his neck. And I was like, that cannot be real. No one would get that tattooed on their neck. Maybe it's a henna tattoo. And I'm getting close and I'm looking, and he notices me looking because I'm about this far away from his neck. And he's like, oh, I see you checking out my tattoo. I was like, sure. It caught my eye. He's like, well, check this out. I got it. Because if I'm at a bar and a woman is sitting next to me, she'll say, ooh, what does Dick God mean? And I'll say, I can't tell you what it means. I can only show you.
Oh, man.
Brilliant. Brilliant! He's a diabolical pickup madman. Brilliant! But I was like, what if a dude sees it? Like me. And just thinks you like dick? He was like, but I don't. And I was like, well, maybe you need to get a disclaimer tattooed underneath it. He thought about it. So I can only imagine that the next time I see him, his tattoo will read, Dick God. If you're a woman, I can't tell you what it means. I can only show you. And if you're a man, I won't suck your dick. I won't lick your balls. I won't go down on you. In 7 years ago, the Dick God was created and put here on this earth. And you get all the way down to the bottom, and it's signed Dick God and notarized by his best friend, John Hancock. So basically, what I'm trying to tell you today, people, before I go, is that stereotypes are hurtful. Don't you think I want to be on time places? But I can't. Because I have to haul this big-ass dick around with me everywhere I go. I've been Marz Timms. Thank you all. Give it up for your host.
Keep it going for Marz Timms and Dick God.